It is your sleepless god back with What If Naruto Was Decker? Part something else. Uh Last time we left off, a lot of kind of small things happened. Naruto and Sasuke kept on training. Uh Sakura got a little bit stronger with Genjutsu and healing. They got to a C rank mission. Uh oh wait, Sakura also got a Warhammer. We can't forget that moment. uh Sakura accidentally killed one of the members of the Demon Brothers, and Sasuke killed the other one. Emotionalist a little bit. Uh, and they met Zabuza. That was the basic things that kind of happened. Uh, not. I don't want to skip the recap or anything, but I just kind of want to get into this. I want to talk about fights because one of the biggest fights in Naruto is going to happen. At least the first one. I honestly believe this is Zabuza Amochi was probably the best beginning antagonist ever. In I I don't want yeah, in anime history. Honestly, probably one of the best. So let's start it out. So Zabuza sees this motley, not even motley, well organized actually. Kakashi instantly when Zabuza uh, comes out, puts finger up for two. That means there's signals because sometimes they can't yell across fields and they do not want to, people knowing that they are organized or planned for this. So they have signals. So if Kakashi holds up a two, that is unit two. So Sakura guarding basically in the back or guarding someone, and the boys up front. Sasuke and Naruto up front. Group one is switched around with uh, Sasuke in the back, Naruto and Sakura up front, and group three is just switched around again, Naruto in the back with Sakura and Sasuke up front. Just keeps it orderly. Just matters what they need at that time. So Zabuza kind of smiles a little bit, says, and he looks at this and he just says, "Well," as he like hops down and grabs his sword and rips it out of the tree, as the mist gets deeper and deeper, as because of previous incarnation, Naruto is a sensory, so he can sense chakra no matter what. In his current human form, he can only sense it. He can sense it, but he can't sense it as well as if he was in his demon form. If he's in his demon form, you can be miles away from him, even like up to 100 miles away from him, and he can find you from your chakra. From with his human form, it lowers it down just to roughly 15. 15 not sorry 10 miles away, he can sense your chakra and where you're at. Kakashi instantly tries to put distance in between Zabuza and the kids, instead of going out for a fight, getting trapped in the water prison jutsu. How the kids saved them was a little bit different. Staying in group two because that was their orders, but Naruto and Sasuke rush out as Zabuza, with only one arm, tries to fight them and does successfully do a one-armed water dragon jutsu. So one, like literally with one hand, does a water dragon jutsu, and that's very impressive. But Sasuke and Naruto combined with their fireball jutsu melts the water dragon as Sasuke slashes Zabuza's chest. Zabuza dodging, but still getting a little bit of a slice. As same as the anime, uh, but it's a little bit different because Kakashi's well trained. More well trained than he was beforehand because of the kids. He has to fight. He has to train with Sasuke with the Sharingan, who already has a two Tomoe Sharingan activated in both eyes constantly. He has to fight Naruto, who's a literal stamina magnet, and he has to fight Sakura, who's literally a monster. Uh, so I don't want to say monster. Yeah, well, close enough. Uh, so he has a better stamina reserve and better chakra control than even when he was fighting in the Yambu. So when Zabuza does his water dragon jutsu, Kakashi does his jutsu, the Shidori, and strikes the water dragon jutsu with a Shidori, basically breaking it as he goes for another Shidori for Zabuza's chest. As Zabuza gets not three uh, little tiny needles poked into three spots of his neck as he is passed out. As this is when the one of the members of the other Ambu members from different branches. Uh, if you don't know this, I should I tell you this? Yeah, I should tell you this. Uh, where Zabuza, Mochi, and Haku came from, uh, there is a part of the Ambu, same as Konoha, that is completely organized for capturing down hidden men, like Zabuza Mochi. That's why, like, they were not really suspicious when he got tagged, because there's an entire branch of these people hunting down to find them, to kill them, because especially if you're one of the swordsmen of the Hidden Mist, uh, you're kind of having some secrets. Especially if you're Zabuza Mochi. God damn, that man was a beast. Love him to this day. I wish we still saw a little bit of him more. We saw him a little bit in the war arc, and we saw him at the beginning, and he was a great villain, and then we saw a little bit of the war arc, and that was it. But my opinion is to the side. Getting to the Beardril's house was a lot more simpler, mostly because just Kakashi number one was less tired, less exhausted, so he didn't feel as less strained. Naruto, Sakura, and the team itself, Team 7, are not overly stressed, because honestly, their teamwork and their almost reliance of each other a little bit now, especially surprisingly Sasuke. And Kakashi loves this because Kakashi before this was just relying maybe on his mother, and it was breaking him down basically. Uh, but now he's relying on Naruto, Sasuke. Sorry, Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi. He has pillars now to help him, and he's realized with this that like his goals of just like finding Kakashi and killing him himself is not gonna work. Itachi, Kakashi, yes. Itachi is so much more stronger than he is by leaps and bounds. We've seen him have the immortal Mangekyo Sharingan that he asked his mother about and she told him about. Also, because not all the Uchihas died, most of the eyes didn't go to Danzo. Even if they did, fucking Danzo's dead. So most of the eyes actually were kept into the family. mostly as like burial or praying objects. But because we don't know if this is canon or not, but we are counting it as canon because uh, Sasuke and Itachi's dad, we we've seen sort of, and we guess because of the Second Great Shinobi War and how what his nickname was, has the Mangekyo Sharingan. So, and this is a theory, a set of uh, Tachi's uh, Tachi's mom, Sasuke's mom as well, are keeping their eyes basically safe. Sasuke doesn't know about this going to the bridge, but to push himself to this point, and if he wants to go even further, those eyes are there just for him. But they get to Zabuza's house as it's pretty late, so they take a rest to sleep and get off injuries. But bright in the early, they start learning tree walking. As Sakura still gets up there first, but Naruto and Sasuke are not much behind her in that style. And actually, all three of them goes to water walking style. Actually, uh, Sasuke, obviously Sakura gets it pretty much almost fully down uh, till almost the day and a half. It takes a full day and a half for her to get it down. It takes Sasuke with the two Tomoe Sharingan basically trying to master his chakra 2 days and a half. It takes Naruto 3. As they keep on eating and working in as hard as physically possible. Obviously, Kakashi gives Naruto a little bit more water jutsus because the wind jutsus he has are not going to be strong enough, especially in a fight like maybe they're going to be a part of. So he learns water bullet. He learns typhoon. He learns also. He learns not basically an easier version of water spear. What it basically does is very similar, but the only difference is that it is a ranged attack and it basically just goes into the person and then kind of collapse them. It's a very simpler version and less, you know, practical in some ways because I don't want to say practical. It's less volatile because it can be easily broken out of. It's more just like, oh, he's off balance for a couple seconds. I can stab him and maybe kill him or get him injured. Especially with that blade of him breaking bones are not easy. It's pretty easy. With Sasuke, he starts teaching him now the Chidori. And with Sakura, instantly starts teaching her the basics, what he knows of the basics of medical genjutsu. But they still, the little kid still says, "Why are you here? You're not heroes. You're not gonna save it." And they get the speech. They get that his dad died and all that stuff. As Naruto doesn't freak out, but says something a little bit different. He looks at this kid and says, What have you the right to say heroes don't exist? As the kid gets shocked from this and says, because even you could be a hero. So why can't we? As Sakura and Sasuke calmly let him talk. Because Sakura doesn't try to shut him down or anything. Instantly she's like, because monsters are not heroes. We are not heroes here. As he's he like backs up. He's like, we are ninjas. That's different. If you're looking for a hero, look inside yourself, because you're a hero. Heroes save. Heroes don't kill. Heroes pity. Heroes love. He looks at Kakashi. Naruto looks at Kakashi. Looks at Sakura. Looks at Sasuke. All the pain that they've been in through sometimes. Kakashi in his life, losing all of his friends, his sensei, and then having to literally go down to the Ambu and literally lose a little bit more. Sasuke at least, losing most of his entire clan, losing his brother, Sakura, losing that kindliness and going hard, kind of going literally a tomboy a little bit, having to do this because this is the ninja world. You have to become strong or you're going to die. So he looks at him and just says, you are a hero. We are soldiers. We do not have the right to call ourselves heroes. He leans back to the table and starts eating again. As Naruto sees the kid running away, as Kakashi looks at him and just says, finally, our registered idiot said something kind for once. As Naruto looks at him and just smiles and just says, hey, I never said I was a speech maker. All I said was, it's honest and truth, aren't we? We are not heroes here. As Kakashi nods and says, we're not heroes, no. But we're not monsters for you. As Naruto looks at him and says, what? He says, monsters attack with no reason, no comprehension, no understanding. We attack with feelings. Because the harder we face an enemy, the stronger we get. As the team nods their head as they finish their meal. As Naruto does get his chance with Haku after learning finally mastering Water Dragon, basically Water Hydra Barrage, and it's basically 3 Water Dragons combined together. So what he has to do is he summons 2 Shadow Clones and he does the Water Dragon Jutsu 3 times. Each one of the clones does it once, and he does it once as well. Combining them all together to make a full Water Dragon Hydra. Passing out because of chakra exhaustion, Haku meets him, talks to him, and says, as Haku says, so, do you have someone you love? As he says, I used to. And now I have my own family of my own to take care of, to love. It says, do you protect them? As Naruto says, with everything I have, what's family without a little bit of protection? As Haku says, you're going to be as strong as ever then, Naruto. As Haku says, but just remember, don't sleep out here ever again. No, we don't want you to catch a cold. As he starts walking away, as Haku looks behind him and says, oh, also, I'm a boy. As Naruto looks at him and just says, well, his brain starts overloading for a couple seconds. He's like, God damn it, how in the... There's like 2 voices. Okay, first off, reason number 1, that I'm fine with that. I don't care as much. But the other voice is like, how? As Haku's already gone, as he's like comprehending these words that he's speaking. As the bridge fight happens, Naruto Shadow Clone deals with the people who were attacking basically Kamaru's family, but Naruto and Sasuke have a duel with Haku, and Haku does get some shots off on at least Sasuke. Naruto doesn't take any damage, mostly because of his sensory abilities. Uh, to push himself even farther, to protect his brother, Naruto, and also protect himself, he awakens 3 Tomoes. As he almost sees everything in slow motion. Well, he opens 3 Tomoes in his left eye and shuts his right eye and keeps looking and becomes basically almost as fast as Naruto. As a random, as a kunai going to pierce Sasuke's chest as Naruto knocks it out of the way. As Haku looks and says, "You're very fast." As Naruto says, "And you're getting slower. So, who do you think is going to last the longest?" As Zabuza, you hear a cry from Zabuza, as Zabuza took a basic jutsu, uh basically takes a full Rasengan. Sorry, what the fuck is that jutsu? Uh Chidori to the chest as Haku loses his mind and tries to actually escape, but Naruto stops him by smashing his back to the ground, and says, as smashing his mask, as he sees Haku, as Haku is crying, as he says, "It's you. How is it you?" As he's just says, as Zabuza's dead, Haku says, "Kill me, please." As Naruto says, "No, I shall not. It is not the will of my wife that I left. It is not the will of my blade ever anymore." As he stands up, as Haku looks at him and just says, my entire life was to protect Zabuza. I don't have no life no more." As he looks at him and says, "You do. Listen to his last words before he goes, please." As Zabuza's still alive and tells Haku his last words to, basically live a life. Same thing happens with his the men, except a set of Zabuza, who is barely injured. Haku kills the big honcho, not with a scar on her, not a scar on his body. As the villagers take out most of the mercenaries by themselves, as the bridge gets built, as it's named the Great Naruto Bridge. As Team 7 leaves, going back to Konoha to get ready for their last test, and then they're going to become Chunins, or the Chunin exams to become Chunins. This is where we're ending it off. Just remember to like, subscribe, comment down below some bullshit and other things like it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.